Hey guys, it's Monday, which of course means it's the Monday show. And coming up today, we have some very sad giraffe news. NASA has begun accepting applications for companies to mine, wait for it, the moon. Prince William goes hunting, and Glenn Greenwald has launched a brand spanking new news website. Plus, of course, your comments. So first up, we need to talk to you about Marius. Marius was a healthy 18-month-old giraffe living in Copenhagen Zoo in Denmark. But because his genes were too common, he was considered useless for breeding, and so the zoo decided to kill him. But it didn't end there. After being shot in the head by a vet, Marius's body was dissected for 3 hours in front of a large crowd that included children, and then fed to the lions. Has justified its decision to kill Marius with a statement on its website saying there was no place for the giraffe in the zoo's giraffe herds, and that the European breeding programme for giraffes had approved the euthanization. But the incident sparked international outrage and protest, particularly after it emerged that several zoos and facilities had even offered to rehouse Marius so he wouldn't have to be killed, including the UK's Yorkshire Wildlife Park. And now, to cheer you all up a bit, we have your comments. On the first instalment of our brand new series, Fact Hunt, Praetorian PCs left a lovely comment filled with lots of interesting facts. Unfortunately, we can't include them all, but here's number 2 of 10. If the US military budget was cut by 85%, it will still be larger than any other in the world. And while we're talking about that video, lots of you seem to think that Adam was on drugs in it. Well, we'd like to confirm he wasn't. And on a video about how governments never say they're sorry, mhall8080 said this: "War is for profit. Why would they risk losing that profit with an apology?" Well, you can let us know what you think about that in the comments below. Next up, it's been announced that NASA is now accepting applications from private companies that want to mine the moon for valuable resources, including helium-3 and rare earth metals. Today, that's the 10th of February for those of you watching in the future, is the deadline for initial applications to take part in the United States Space Agency's Lunar Cargo Transportation and Landing by Soft Touchdown program, otherwise known as Catalyst, which rolls off the tongue much better. Apparently, at least one company will then win a contract to build prospecting robots, which are the first step towards mining the moon. According to the terms of the 1967 Outer Space Treaty of the United Nations, however, while outer space is free for exploration and use by all states, no state is actually allowed to lay any claim on it, and so we can probably expect this news to trigger a debate over lunar property rights. And next, it's emerged that the Duke of Cambridge, otherwise known as Prince William and the third in line to the UK throne, went hunting for deer and wild boar on Saturday while on a trip to Spain. But Saturday also happened to be the day before the Duke and his father, Prince Charles, launched an appeal to stop the illegal hunting of wildlife.
We've come together as father and son to lend our voices to the growing global effort to combat the illegal wildlife trade. A trade that has reached such unprecedented levels of killing and related violence that it now poses a grave threat not only to the survival of some of the world's most treasured species, but also to economic and political stability in many areas around the world.
Now, we should point out that there's no suggestion whatsoever that the Duke was engaging in any sorts of illegal hunting on his trip to Spain, but it still seems a bit, shall we say, ill-timed. And interestingly, Prince William actually quit the RAF last year to lead a new global conservation group named United for Wildlife. Last but not least, the former Guardian journalist Glenn Greenwald has launched a brand new online magazine named The Intercept, along with fellow journalists Laura Poitras and Jeremy Scahill. Poitras, you might remember, was also involved in exposing the NSA Edward Snowden leaks, while Scahill was behind the Oscar-nominated documentary Dirty Wars. The trio say the magazine's central mission is to hold the most powerful governmental and corporate factions accountable, and that in the short term at least, will aggressively report on the disclosures of the NSA whistleblower Edward Snowden. The website currently only has 2 articles posted, one showing never-before-seen photos of the US's National Security Agency and other intelligence agencies, and another detailing how the NSA is using electronic surveillance as the main method of locating targets for drone strikes. We'll put a link to the website in the description below so you can read more for yourselves. Well, that's it for this week, but make sure you let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you again next time.